Hello, Scorpio and Scorpio Ascendants. I'm Natalie. Thanks for tuning back in. I'm doing a tarot reading and energy check for the first 2 weeks of April 2019. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of a different setup. As you can see, I'm doing it in bed. It's nice and cozy here, so that's where it's happening. So I'm just going to do an energy check for the first 2 weeks of April to see what's going on and see what advice I can give you, what kind of guidance I can guide you, whatever the cards are channeling for me to tell you. Whatever's going to resonate for the Scorpios and the Scorpio Ascendants watching this is what I will say. If you don't like what I'm saying, just assume that it's not your energy I'm tapping into. Just assume that I'm wrong. If you don't know your rising sign, your ascendant, then go ahead and go to alabe.com and put in your birth information and you will get it. Okay, Scorpios, one more shuffle. For the first 2 weeks of April 2019. What do we got for you? Oh God, it's okay. Minor Gutta. Okay, Scorpio. Wow, okay. Page of Wands is your bottom of the deck card. It's a further clarifier, an environment, and then just more information card. Your Page of Wands. Okay, let me just get my bearings a little bit. It's so intense, Scorpio and Scorpio Ascendants. Jeez Louise. Okay. Okay, Scorpio, here's what the cards are telling me to tell you, okay? Your first two cards, we have the Ten of Swords. I know it's not a pretty looking card. Crossed by, or covered by, the Five of Staves, the Five of Wands. What this is saying is that you need to put away this energy, Scorpio, this really negative, stabbed in the back type energy, and there's some sort of competition, and I really think it might be, I don't know if this is in the workplace. No, here's another thing. So there's competition. You tell me if it's in the workplace or in your personal relationships or your love life, or you know the context. I'm giving you like the content of the meat and the bones of what's really going on, and you can interpret further of where and how it applies. But the energies that are coming up for you, Scorpio and Scorpio Ascendants, is that this competitive energy is something you need to put to rest. There's another way to win. There's a more strategic way to win whatever it is that you're fighting for, whether it's like a promotion or a new job, or like a romantic interest, or maybe to get out of something, like get out of a deal, get out of a bad deal, get out of a living situation or a family situation, or something with, horrible trauma, or, being a victim. There's a way to get out of it, and it looks like you're still using some competitive energy. It looks like you're still using some, and this isn't real all-out warfare, Scorpio. You're not going to serious bats with anybody. You're not like taking out it's not like that. This is like kind of like just petty arguing, immature little things, and it's if you can see, they're not really like doing immense, bloodily harm to each other. So it just looks like you just have to put away some more infantile or just immature type competition, and you need to just learn to be a little bit more generous and learning to use your energies the right way, because I'm going to tell you, Scorpio, please don't be so upset with me. Okay. So this card at the very bottom is the foundation of the reading. It is the far past. It's deep down, okay? and it's the Ten of Cups. And what I'm going to say is, because this is like this should say in the past, right? But because of this, I'm kind of going to read this as like a real deep need of yours, or something that you kind of just want. It could be also something that you're nostalgic from, maybe remembering a happier time, or, because I'm not so sure this is a foundation that you're building off. I don't think that you're starting with the Ten of Cup energy, okay? Because you have this, and this is like, I mean, if you're a Scorpio or Scorpio ascendant, I mean, you just don't have this like perfect, happy childhood past. So I'm going to read this the way I'm reading it. I'm going to say that because you have this here, look at this card. Look how pretty it is. This partnership card, this, lovey marriage, business partnership card is where you currently are right now. And because you have this also in the past, I'm reading this as more of a deep desire within you, like deep, deep down. And this is a surface thing. The things that you're dealing with right now, Scorpio, do not reflect what you really want. Do not reflect your deepest desire. Because right now, you're either in a good partnership, or you want to be in a positive partnership, or you're ready to extend your cup to someone in maybe a more positive business alliance, an alliance with more integrity and loyalty and respect and equality, because this isn't what you want. But yet you're still, we can have intentions, and that's how I'm reading this. There's an intention here. The base of this reading is an intention for the perfect happiness and the perfect partnership and getting along so harmoniously. That's an intention. Yet in the 3D real world life, I'm not seeing the ease of manifesting it, because you've been really hurt in the past. You've been really, look at all those swords, and there's even one in his neck. Okay, Scorpio, so it's hard to get through. So let me put it this way. If your soul wants this, that's one thing. But the body has been through so much already. Your body, your incarnation in this lifetime, Scorpio, has already been through this. So it can be hard to get back to what the soul wants. It could be hard to remember and to tune into what your soul wants and to channel that. It's easier to go with the body and go with the body's memory of its former trauma, and to keep perpetuating this, to keep it going. It'll be easier for you to just keep regurgitating what you've experienced and what you've learned to do to survive and to get ahead. But it's not what the soul wants. It's not what your soul wants. It's not what anyone's soul really, really wants. Okay, enough about that. So, the recent past. This is an influence that could still be working on you, Scorpio and Scorpio ascendants, recently fading away. And this shows you moving away from something. If you can see this, the waters are very troubled right here, and they're very clear over here. So he's moving them towards calm waters. Okay? So I think you're trying to do this in your life already, Scorpio. You're trying to manifest this soul energy, this deep need, and you're trying to move away from this. I really believe that. I think you are trying to move away from this negative Ten of Swords energy. There's a little bit of the pettiness and maybe some selfishness and ego to get through, but it's nothing that you cannot handle. I mean, if there's any, I always say that Scorpios are like my favorite sun sign, Scorpio and Capricorn, because I mean, we really overcome like anything and everything. So you can definitely get through this, and it's looking like you want to, because you're moving away from this kind of energy, because your soul really wants real, lasting, authentic, perfect happiness. Okay, Scorpio and Scorpio ascendants. Now this card is the influence. It's right ahead of you. This is what you can expect to happen next, or to happen to you, or the next thing that you can expect. And this is over the 2 weeks. So over the next 2 weeks, absolutely, you have an expansion. You have great ideas. You have entrepreneurial mind. If you can see, he's sending out his ships. There's one. There's another one over here. He's sending out his ships, and he's going to wait for them to come back, hopefully bearing gold and goods and wonderful things. He's got 3 staves in the ground, very contemplative, very entrepreneurial, and very businessy, very much thinking of the future, watching them go out. So that tells me that putting this kind of energy away, you're ready to look to the future, to look forward. Because when you engage in competition, when you engage in petty squabbles, when you engage in revenge, they're holding you. It's not you showing anyone, it's them tying your energy up so that you cannot do all these other great things. And you're going to realize that more and more and more and more, Scorpio. The longer you live, the more experiences you have, the more people you meet, the more people you engage with. And that's how we learn about ourselves, is through interacting with others, right? Experience teaches only the teachable. Okay. So you're going to learn a thing or two about this energy. The biggest thing about this, Scorpio, is that this energy is not giving you the results that you want, because the results that you want, this is what you want. And being competitive or vengeful or ungracious, it's not giving you that. It's giving you this. It's just giving you more fighting, more bickering, more betrayal, more shitty feelings, more memories of trauma, more victimhood, more negativity, and then you go and you fight more, and then so it's like it's a self-perpetuating cycle, and it's not giving you the results that you want. And I'm just saying this, you're gonna watch this play out in your life, whether it's in business, which could be this, or whether this is happening in your home, at the house, maybe your parents or your siblings or your step siblings, and you got nieces going crazy, you've got cousins that are wacky. It could be something like that, and you've got to learn to put that away. Okay. So, Scorpio, this card is the future environment card. This is the future milieu, the future. So this is beyond the 2 weeks. At the end of the 2 weeks and beyond. So right now, this is everything I've been saying is over the next 2 weeks. This is your next card, and it's the death card, and this doesn't mean someone's going to die. It very rarely means that someone's actually going to die. What this means is great change. Change on the level that things never go back to the way they were, ever. Okay, so this is irreversible change that is just, you're okay with this. This is going to be the change. This is going to be a good change for you. And gosh, if anyone can rise up from the ashes like the phoenix, it's the Scorpio. Regeneration is your thing. Okay, so it's going to take you a little bit longer to let go of this kind of energy. You're already going to start to feel that over the next 2 weeks. I assure you, Scorpio. I assure you. You're going to be getting in your higher mind and thinking about it long term. And you're going to be moving away from this. Not to say that it's going to be gone and, completely eradicated in, 2 weeks' time. But there's a profound change happening with you. And it has to do with negative energy and negative thinking and interacting with others in a negative way. And it's how you relate to others. And that's going to undergo a profound, permanent change. And it's okay. You're going to be happier, I promise. Okay, Scorpio and Scorpio ascendants. This card is how other people see you. And how other people see you is a very wealthy man or woman, very in control, very on top of things, very, very wealthy, very. Now they're seeing you as, you know, the King of Pentacles. So, how are you going to use this energy, Scorpio? If I can guide you over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to guide you away from this and more towards this. Because maybe they see you one way on the outside, and then how you handle business or your family or your spouse or whatever is more combative because of a perceived hurt or real pain. But be this King of Pentacles. Be gracious, be giving, be generous. Okay? You're going to have to learn to forgive others. There's another way to get this done. There's another way to win, Scorpio and Scorpio ascendants, and it's to be a real king or a queen. Think of yourself as the king of your own castle, your own domain. And how would you rule if this were true? Scorpio and Scorpio ascendants, how would you rule? You would want to be a just king, okay? You would want to be really, really, just be as honorable as you possibly can. Because succumbing to this petty fighting and competition, when you compete with someone, you're bringing them up by saying you're good enough with me to compete with. And you're letting them draw you in, suck you into the negative wormhole of negative energy. And you can just expand it because you're Scorpio, you're scorpionic, you're the underworld. You can really bring this, you can bring hell to someone's doorstep, Scorpio. And I'm going to advise you against that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. No. No. Okay? Be the King of Pentacles. Be the King of Pentacles. Okay. Your hope or your fear. Right over here. How interesting. It's very, very interesting. I think this is your fear. I think it's your fear that if you see this king is going on a concrete slab in the middle of these choppy waters, he's floating along. I think you fear that you're going to transform from the stable, secure king to an unstable, precarious position. And it's a good instinct. I mean, Scorpios have pretty good instincts. I think this is a good instinct because you know this isn't getting you anywhere. And I think you know that you're going to look out and you're going to think about it and you're going to be like, okay, what do I really want in my life? And, you know, I think I want the perfect happiness. I think I want an equal partnership. And I don't think I want to do this anymore because it's going to make me like this. Oh, I'm just the king floating along and, you know, no. That's not lasting, and that's not giving you what you want. So that's just anxiety. That's just your fear. Don't worry about that. Now, I am so happy to report, Scorpio, that at the end of the 2 weeks, by mid-April 2019, after Mercury is completely back to their full power, going direct, your outcome card, you get the World. You get to end a major cycle of completion. There's something that you're really learning that you're wrapping up over the next 2 weeks. I have a feeling that it has something to do with this Mercury cycle because this profound change that you go through is brought about because you're ending some major soul cycle, some major life cycle, some major learning cycle, there's something big going on your soul path. Your higher self is telling me to tell you this, that it's time to put an end, it's time to put a death to these energies. Competition, greed, ego, pettiness, immaturity, victimhood, hurt, pain, trauma, negativity, self-pity, all the negative things. You're putting an end to it, Scorpio and Scorpio ascendants. There's only one way to go, and it's up. It's up. Up. Okay? So when you turn this emotional pain into wisdom, Scorpio and Scorpio ascendants, you will have completed some major soul work, and that is going to lead you to the profound changes in the 3D, in the real life, that your soul really wants. And it's going to be easier for you to see it happen in your life. Because you might have this desire, and even in the past, this is your far past, you could have had every intention of living this beautiful, perfect life. I don't know who that is, sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Sorry, Scorpio. Okay, so you could have had every intention in the past of living the perfect, happy ending life, the perfect happiness with your spouse and your family and your money and your career and your success and your friends and your house and your cars and your whatever it is, your art, your music, your friends, your barbecues, your everything you enjoy. Everything good, whatever the good life is to you, Scorpio and Scorpio ascendants, you completely expected to have it. You had every intention of manifesting it for yourself, because that's what Scorpio does. You could have had every intention of getting this for yourself, but then why didn't it happen? Why didn't it happen, Scorpio? Because in the real world, it was this, and it's this still. And this is what you're learning about yourself. Finishing up, we just had Uranus switch signs, happens once in 84 years. So, when I say some major soul cycle is ending, I really mean that. Some major something for you, Scorpio and Scorpio ascendants, is ending. Because this is no longer working for you. And you're putting an end to it. You're looking out, you're thinking about it, you're like, nope, I'm done. This hasn't been working for me. I'm not getting what I want. I want something different. I want something fresh and new. I want this. I want a real partnership. I don't want someone that I manipulate really well to be my perfect partner, because I know it's not real and it doesn't work and it hasn't worked and I don't feel all, whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to trick a business partner. I don't want to, whatever it is. I don't want to compete and then win at all costs and then have these bad feelings that I hurt somebody. No, you want the real thing. Your soul wants the real thing. And it's reflected in your outcome card. These are the future cards. Your outcome card at the end of 2 weeks from now, and your future environment card, Scorpio and Scorpio ascendants. What your soul wants is going to trump what you're currently battling with in your day-to-day life. And how you are and how you're interacting with people, you're going to change. You have to. You're going to realize it. You're going to realize it. So you're going to realize it, and you will change on a profound level. And you will know so much more peace and so much more real and lasting happiness. They already see you as the King of Pentacles, Scorpio. That's really great. Now you just have to live it on the inside, in your heart, in your mind. Be generous. Okay, so learn to forgive others, be generous, have integrity, act with integrity as much as possible. Okay, I see you might be, all Scorpios have that little underworldy vibe to them, so, take that for what it is. Because you're excited about something. There's messages, there's things to do, people to see. You're very idealistic about something. Maybe it's that. This is very artistic, very passionate. You have a lot of passion. So I love to see that you are moving away from this, the bad stuff. So keep on the right path. Use your energies. You have immense power, Scorpio. Not everyone survives a transformation. Not everyone can go through horrible traumas or abuse or, unhappy situations in the past and turn that into wisdom. Not everyone can do it. Some people it breaks their minds. It breaks their heart. It breaks their personality. And they're never able to be who they would have been had they not been through immense pain. But if there's anyone that can do it, Scorpio, it's you. It is you, and I believe in you. And I believe that you can do it. I know people suck, and they're mean, and they don't deserve you. I know. But you can do it. You can change that competitive energy. You can turn it around. You can turn all that pain into emotional wisdom. You can learn from it. And you can instigate the profound change in the 3D world from the inside. Once the change happens on the inside, Scorpio, you'll see it reflected on the outside. Okay? But first it has to be from the inside, and that's what this is. That's what this is. And then the profound change happens. And I would say this is over the next 2 weeks. Mid-April, you're gonna see something moving forward. But it's on the inside first. It happens on the inside first for you to see it on the outside afterwards. Okay, Scorpio? I hope this helped. Let me know how it works out. And we'll do another energy check mid-April to see how you're doing, okay? All right, bye, Scorpio and Scorpio Ascendants. Thank you for watching.